Hello student, this is Gourav Singh. I am going to start the next chapter, that is Secularism and Indian Constitution. In this chapter we will study about the secularism and the constitution. Okay, so in this chapter there is basically three main topics, that is understanding secularism, then fundamental rights, fundamental duties. Okay, so we will study in this chapter. I hope in the last chapter we have already, in the last lecture we have already covered the first chapter, the Indian Constitution. In that, most of the introduction of the Constitution was already done. Okay, so now in this chapter we will study about the secularism. Okay, so first of all, what is secularism? Most of the time in my mind the question rise why it is important and why India is a secular country. As we know, India is having no special or state religion, means there is no foundation over any religion. We all are free to follow any religion. Okay, so that is about the secularism. If you want to know about its definition, so you can go with this definition, that is it is separation of religion from political, economic, social and cultural aspect of life. Religion being treated as a purely personal matter, means it is a personal matter, because India having no special religion, that's why we can say that India is a secular country. It is separate from all religion. Okay, so India is no any special, and India don't have any special religion. Understood? It emphasized dissociation of the state from religion and full freedom to all religions and tolerance of the all religions. Understood? Means full freedom to all religions, means there is no foundation over any religion. Suppose someone is Muslim, someone is Hindu, someone is Christian, okay, Sikh, so they all are free to follow their own religion. No one can make foundation over them. You must have to follow. No, you are free to follow. Understood? So that is that. And as we know, religion plays a key role in the life of people, and when religion shakes hand with politics, it can give way to dangerous situation. Means as we know that it's a very dangerous aspect nowadays. Most of the people is talking about the different religion, about the majority and minority. No, because most of the time religion shakes hand with politics and it can give way to dangerous situation. Understood? So India has opted secularism, because if it will bind with politics, with economic, social or cultural aspect of the life, then it will lead for what? Dangerous situation. Understood? Any, that's why in India it is a purely personal matter. Understood? And it's also emphasized the dissociation of state from religion and full freedom to all religions, means all religions are very much free to spread themselves and their religion. India, out of India, each and every state, they are free, but it should not be violative. It should not be violative. You must have to take care while you are spreading, you are making the followers in the country or the state, because as we know, India is a secular country where it's a personal matter. Understood? Also, religion in politics often leads to the dominance of one group over other discrimination, exclusion, or persecution of people who do not follow the majority religion. Okay, so that is about the socialism. Understood. Now, as we can see, he is a Muslim man, he is Christian, he is South Indian, someone is priest, that is Pujari, she is Muslim lady. Understood. Means diversified ways and diverse people, he is sick person. Okay, so different people with different religion are residing in the country, that is India. Okay, and still it is mentioned there in our preamble, we the people of India. It is not separately mentioned about any special or a particular religion. No, it is equal to all. Understood. So that is about the secularism. Now we will talk about what Indian secularism, what is Indian secularism. As we know, in 1976, the term in 1976, the term what? Secular was added to the preamble by 42nd Amendment. Okay, 42nd Constitutional Amendment. Understood. And this inclusion of this term gave a concrete shape to the vision of religious tolerance of our leaders like Mahatma Gandhi and B.R. Ambedkar. Understood. So, a secular India means that there is no state religion. The country neither supports nor denies any religion its rightful place. Individuals are free to follow their religious beliefs and practices as they deem fit. Understood. So that is there. So this is about the Indian secular system. As I have already mentioned there in the slide, constitution only a secular state can realize its objective to ensure what? That one religious community does not dominate what another. Understood. That some members do not dominate other members. The same religious community means if you are dominating, you cannot make them forceful. You must have to follow our religion. No, you are free. Let them free. Okay, because India is not allowing any individual or state religion. India is free from all religion. Okay, there is no state religion in India. That's why India is a secular country. The state does not enforce any particular religion. That I have already mentioned here, because India have no any particular what religion. In India, government spaces like law court, police station, government schools and offices are not supposed to display or promote any one religion. Means you cannot promote any religion in the public place. Okay, so we cannot promote that. As we know, India is secular country. Most of the time I'm repeating secular. Why? Because there is no state religion. It's an individual's choice. It's a personal choice whether you have to follow any religion or not. It's your choice. History also provides us with many examples of discrimination, exclusions, and persecution on the grounds of religion. You may have read about the Jews persecuted what? Hitler's Germany, and how several millions were killed. Means if someone is making you force to follow religion, that means there is war. Means we are going to kill someone if they are not able to follow or they are not willing to follow. Okay, it's the personal choice. However, the Jewish state of Israel treats its own Muslims and Christian minorities quite badly. Means they are dominating there in the Israel, but still they are getting what? Bad behavior by the administration or the government or the people or dominating a majority. Understood? In Saudi Arabia, non-Muslims are not allowed to build temple, church, etc. And nor can they gather in a public place for prayer. Unlike India there is allowed. People can go for pray, for Quran, for Nawaz. Okay, they can pay. They can read the Nawaz. Why? Because there is no individual foundation. So you cannot, yeah, you can pray, but it should not be violative. We are not promoting, India is not promoting any religion, but individual can promote, it should not be violative. Understood? So this is the scenario in India. If you will talk about the philosophy of Indian secularism, Western society, Dharmnirpekshta. What is Dharmnirpekshta? The indifference of state to religion. That is Dharmnirpekshta. Understood? Indian secularism, Sarvadhar Sambhav, means equal respect to all religion. Means Western societies are Dharmnirpekshta. According to Indian secularism, Sarvadhar Sambhav means equal respect to all religion. If we will talk about Vivekananda and Mahatma Gandhi, they told about the positive secularism. Means we must have to follow the positive secularism. India does not have an official state religion, as I have already discussed. Different personal laws varies with an individual's religion. Means for Hindus there is a separate laws made in Indian constitution or mentioned in the code. Understood? For Muslims there is separate laws. So there is individual laws for the individual religion. Okay, and not an end in itself, but a means to address religious plurality. As we know, plurality, it is also going on in the society just because of religion, because most of the population or most of the people used to give the priority before nation, that is religion. It's not a good thing. We must have to follow the rules and regulation given by the government, given by the described in the constitution, Indian constitution. We must have to follow. We are not here to spread the message of God. No, it is a different thing. Okay, so we are not here to make anything individual, because in the Western society, Dharmnirpekshta, different state to or state to religion. Indian secularism also tells Sardar Sambhav, means equal respect to all religion. It doesn't mean that we have to be biased about Hinduism, we have to biased about Sikhism. Means we must have to respect all the we must have to respect all religion equally. Vivekananda and Mahatma Gandhi also told about positive secularism. India does not have an official state religion. I have already mentioned that. So philosophy of Indian secularism is that ultimately India is not any state religion, is not having any state religion. We are here to follow the religion individually. We should not impose the religion on others forcefully. That is also important. Understood? So this is about the philosophy. Now comes examples of secularism. If we'll talk, I'm talking about Sri Lanka. As we know, Sri Lanka is a country, understood, that is inhabited by various ethnic group. If we'll talk what is ethnic group is people who from a group who form a group or on the basis of common ancestry, language, religion, and culture. So different language, different culture try to make a ethnic group, understood. So what was the ethnic group in the Sri Lanka? That was Sinhalese, Tamils, Muslims, and Christians. As we know, the majority was of Sinhalese, understood, about 74%, 74% Sinhalese, and Tamils 18%, understood, 7% Muslims, 7% Muslims, understood, and Christian and other communities formulate 1% of the population. So the religion of Sinhalese is Buddhism and Tamil is Hinduism, and Muslims and Christians are Islam or Christianity respectively. As we know, of all the four ethnic groups, Sinhalese and Tamils have ancient roots in the country. So in 1956, understood, in 1956, in order to please the majority of Sinhalese, the Sri Lankan government passed an act declaring only Sinhala as the official language of Sri Lanka. A few years later, Buddhism was adopted as the state religion. Okay, these actions of the Sri Lanka government alienated the Tamils, okay, as neither the religions nor languages were given importance in the Sri Lankan constitution. Means only Sinhalese were the important factors who was able to put their language and their religion into the in the Sri Lankan constitution. Sorry. Okay, so Tamil felt that they were discriminated against the securing government job, education, and political rights. Tamils were never forget and never forgive the majority community for depriving them of rights which had been apparently secured to them. So what happened? The alienation of the Tamils led to the civil war in the country. Okay, that is Sri Lanka. And civil war started, which lasted by nearly 25 years. Means up to 25 years. Okay, this country, Sri Lanka, there were civil war. Understood? So civil war was there. And if you'll ask me, what is civil war? Civil war means a war within the country amongst its citizens. Okay, suppose someone is in India and someone is from a different region of India and they started fighting. Understood? And there is war. That war is called civil war. And as we know about the state religion, accepted as the official religion of a country. So what was the state religion of Sri Lanka at that time? It was Buddhism. But eventually the constitution was amended, accepting the both Sinhalas and Tamils as the official language of Sri Lanka. Today the Sri Lankan government is working to restore the rights of the minorities. Understood? So this was the situation at that time, and that was the example I put about the Sri Lanka to make that speciality about the what, about the India, what India has adopted, you know, uh, secularism. Why India is a secular country? Why secularism is important in India? Understood? So that was faced by Sri Lankan government. Understood? Now in India, as we know, Indo-Aryan, Dravidian, Mongoloids and other minority groups, share of Indian population, 72% of the population in India is Indo-Aryans, 25% is Dravidian and Mongoloids, and other minority groups are 3%. Means that's the combination of India and its population. Okay. And despite being India is following the secularism in India or Indian government. Understood? Also, one of the topmost thing that is Indian secularism about the linguistic composition. Okay, so Hindi 41.0%, that is 41% Hindi speaking people is there. Bengali 8.1%, Telugu 7.2%. Understand? Marathi, that is 7%, Tamil 5.9%, Urdu 5%, Gujarati 4.5%, Kannada, that is 3.7%, Malayalam 3.2%, and other 14.4%. This is the linguistic combination or composition of India. Okay, and the religions are also one of the different thing. I'm having few questions for you. Imagine yourself as a Hindu or Muslim living in part of the United States of America where Christian fundamentalism is very powerful. Suppose that despite being US citizen, no one is willing to rent their house to you. How would this make you feel? Would it not make you feel resentful? What if you decided to complain against this discrimination and were told to go back to India? Would this not make you feel angry? Your anger could take two forms. Means all these are putting a question mark over us. Means there must be some rights for us. We must have to know about our rights. What is the rights which makes us different than others? That is also important. Understand? And also in Indian secularism, some of the features which is mentioned there. In India, there is no religious group controls the Indian state or gets support from it. Means no religious group can control the Indian state. Understood? There is a parliamentary form of the government where our representative used to control the Indian state and represent the Indian state in the form of MP, MLAs, Prime Minister, Chief Minister, Governor. Understood? President. So all are important. They are not from any special or particular religious group. Understood? So no religious instructions is to be provided in educational institution maintained by the government. No, we are not here to promote any religion. in the country like India. Understood? It is also not there. Then no person shall be compelled to pay any taxes for the promotion of any religions. Okay, we are not here to pay any taxes, okay, for the promotion of any religion. So it is very important. No intervenes even in the religious practices. No one can intervene there. Because as we know, Christians have their own practices related to the marriage, divorce, inheritance, and family affairs. Hindu is having Hindu personal law, Hindu Marriage Act. Understood? So there is no intervention from any government or any others, but it should not be violative. Very important point. Understood? So it is there. Through the fundamental rights, such as rights to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, all individuals have the rights to practice any religion they desire, as well as conserve their distinct language, script, and culture. So we all are free. Free. Understood? Free to follow our religion. Understood? So it is very important. And also, one more thing I will add here. In India, the separation of religion and state has been done on the following reason. And what was that reason? That was protection of individual freedom, and second one is protecting the democratic fabric of the nation. First one is protection of individual freedom, and second one is protecting the democratic fabric of the nation. Understood? It is important. In the protection of individuals' freedom, our constitution decided that to protect individuals' freedom of religion, the state should not interfere in the religious practices. Also, people should be free to propagate, follow, or exit their religious or to embrace another religion if they feel. Understood? If they feel the need to do so. So, protection of individuals' freedom is very important. And separation of the religion and state has been done because of this reason, to protect the individual's freedom and to protect the democratic fabric of the nation. Because we know very well that a democratic nation works on the principle of equality, and keeping this in mind, all religions should be treated equally. It is already there in the Indian preamble. No single religion should be given importance or enforced upon people, nor shall be religious majority. Understood? So majority be allowed to dominate the religious minorities. No, it is not allowed. When a nation fails to do this, the democratic fabric is destroyed and it faces volatile situation like Sri Lanka faced in the past. Means Sri Lanka already passed the same situation. I have already explained about its story related to the Sinhalese and Tamils. Understood? So please, after watching this lecture, try to read the book, okay, and try to understand, try to correlate with this topic, okay, which I have already covered in this chapter or in this video lecture. And two more tutorials are left of this chapter. Second one is fundamental rights, and third one is fundamental duties. Okay, so we will try to cover three chapters, okay, three topics with the help of the tutorials. Understood? So thank you very much. Have a nice day. I hope you all have enjoyed, and please don't forget to like and subscribe the channel.